4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to... Man, I can't do the headphones because I can hear the delay. Welcome to some nerd stuff. They won't reach. I'm Nathan. We got, of course, like every week we have right here, the boy.
It's Trey. How y'all doing today?
It's Trey. I almost said a gang thing again this week. Like last week I had to edit it out because I was listening to some Tekashi 6ix9ine, so I was about to say some things that rhyme with Trey. But we're not going to do that this week because I'm not editing.
If you talk about 6ix9ine again, we're going to lose
Just
every
one more time.
viewer that
I need
have.
one more 6ix9ine reference. Okay, and this week, special guest. Are we going by a regular name? Or you want a code name? What do you want?
Oh, I mean, it's your preference.
It's
I'm fun.
Eric,
fun by the one.
the Big D Rodriguez, a.k.a. Suzetsu, a.k.a. Suzy Q. You've seen him. He's been fucking mowing your ass down since 2008 on Xbox Live, and he's there in the flesh. Remember that.
That was quite an introduction. Thank you very much for having me.
Oh, no. Thank you for coming. He's an up-and-coming Twitch streamer.
No, I am not. Okay, look, I may be an affiliate.
He's an affiliate. He's got a
I
pen.
peaked. All right, I peaked there, and I'm okay with.
He might be back. You never know. He might be back. You just never know. I don't know the future, but I'm saying he might be back.
I mean, never say never, I guess.
1,000 likes and he'll stream tonight.
He'll stream
fuck.
tonight if he gets 1,000 likes.
Do we curse on this?
Well, I wasn't supposed to curse for the first 7 minutes, but I've already done it.
Well,
Yeah, we lost any ads we had on this one.
Yeah,
Thanks,
the
guys.
ads.
I'm proud of y'all.
So
Keep up the great work.
just on the top, for people who are watching, my very few subscribers, I want you guys to know that last week we reported that Amazon were going to come out with TVs, and guess what? They came out with TVs.
Hey, y'all heard it
Came out
here.
with TVs.
Not first, but
We're
y'all
on
heard
the
it
cutting
here.
edge right here. We're freaking working it. I was excited when I seen that. I was like, "Oh, that's our first."
was that a leak? No, you manifested that.
I don't care how many people on Twitter were saying it. I confirmed it.
Speaking of things that we're manifesting, right? Mm-hmm. The Apple event is in 2 days.
Oh, well,
Yes,
wait. Okay,
it
well,
is.
wait. Let me just go what we're going to talk about real quick, and then I'll let you go into the Apple thing. Okay, so this week, of course, we had the big event. We had the Sony showcase. Very exciting stuff. We're going to get into all the sweet stuff. That sweet stuff. And then we have some Fortnite news. It's never good, but whatever. Fortnite news. We have some Nintendo Switch news, the Chinese are taking over news, and then we have some updates for some Xbox stuff, and then I think that's what we're going to carry it. So, okay, now go ahead. Go back into what you were going to talk about. Apple news.
Yeah, the Apple event is in 2 days, Tuesday, and I'm excited.
What are you looking for? Oh.
I'm just pulling some of the
Are
stuff
they doing the watch? I seen watch and AirPods.
It seems like the watch. Last thing we heard about the watch was that it was delayed with production issues, but they're gonna announce it still. And brand new design, bigger sizes, larger displays, the new chip, obviously, larger battery, new colors starting at $399.
Do they do colors? Is there colors or are they just black?
So if I could chime in as your
Your
residential
average- yeah.
Apple
since 07. Let's go.
Oh, he
Since
doesn't
number one.
know.
So
Oh, he doesn't know. We'll get into it. You don't know.
what?
Well, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say. We'll get into it.
Okay. So, yes, Apple event coming in hot in 2 days.
Yes. Overpriced phones. Let's go.
Well, I mean, they're priced for what the market can bear.
That's what they're willing to pay, so that's what's gonna happen.
That's what's gonna happen. iPhone 13, 13 Pro.
13 Max. Are they doing Max or is it just Pros?
Still
now?
Max, yeah.
Okay.
So, this latest rumors I've been seeing, pretty much going to be the same kind of thing where you have the mini, iPhone 13 mini, iPhone 13, iPhone 13 Pro, and then iPhone 13 Pro Max.
Are we getting a new camera set? Have you guys seen anything like that?
It's still going to be a 3 camera system, but they're going to apparently have some bigger improvements to the ultra wide camera, better light
Are they just going to order it from Samsung?
I mean, if it's not Samsung, it might be Sony. I forget who really.
Sony's
sources
doing
them.
good?
Oh yeah, Sony does a lot of camera stuff for a lot of companies. So if it's from them, I would not be surprised. Storage sizes, they're finally dropping the 64 gig entry level for I think the base iPhone.
So starting at 128 or what?
Yes, starting at 128. Finally, I mean, 64 gigs ain't gonna cut it these days.
When the operating system's 30.
Yeah, it's like no, it's just it's not enough. Come on. So finally doing that. I think the Pros will get a max storage of 1 terabyte. Which is
Are you excited about? Are you gonna push for the terabyte?
No, like I barely even use like 128. Really, it's like it's good if you want to load up on a lot of stuff, or if you just don't want to worry about I took all these pictures or I'm doing all of this, and you don't want to move all that data between different places.
I mean, aren't your phones and your photos and videos just go to the cloud like on Android? Because
I mean, you could do that with iCloud, like have it all automatically store in the cloud, but then you have to pay for that.
Oh, you have to pay for that?
Yeah, with
it's
iCloud.
free on Google.
Yeah, but I forget. Isn't there like two things? Is there like a quality thing with like Google Photos? Do you get the full quality upload?
There's a caveat. So I can't just talk shit. I can't just talk shit on Apple. There's a little bit of a caveat.
Okay.
I think you get 10 gigs, and so you can upgrade for like $1 or $2 a month for 100 gigs. But you can, even at the 1 gig, you can upload full quality. You just have to set it. But I guess if you're uploading 4K videos or whatever, you're gonna run through it. But I mean, I have freaking, I think now almost 10 years worth of pictures that I've just naturally uploaded from all my phones. But I mean, the quality has gotten better because my phones then weren't. But go ahead.
Yeah. I guess with Apple, it's a similar thing, just less with the storage. Like you get free 5 gigs with iCloud, every iCloud account. For 99 cents, it's 50 gigabytes. I think it's like $5 for.
This is our resident freaking dog over here, Dexy. Go lay down.
Y'all are being introduced to Dexty Dog today.
Say hi to Dex.
He's making his first official appearance on the podcast.
What a momentous occasion!
He is in the building.
He's the official. Oh, okay. He's the official dog of the podcast.
We'll see how long he lays down for.
He's the wolf of
House of Wolves
Productions.
Yes,
he's the wolves.
And the mini starts at $6.99.
Yeah.
$7.99 for the 13, $9.99 for the Pro, and $10.99 for the Pro Max, which I am excited about.
For the $10.99 for that's not bad. Actually.
Yeah.
My phone.
I thought there was going to be a price increase this year.
I had heard similar things, but from what I've been also reading is that it's not going to happen.
When I heard that, I was surprised, but I was like, people are still going to buy it.
Like it's one of those things where I wouldn't be surprised if it did because of like just the chip shortage and the shortage of everything else. But I think Apple, with their might and money, have been able to like get all the orders that they need placed.
Hey China.
And
It's like it's like TSMC. That's Taiwan.
Oh,
like that's like that company is like one of the big things. Like, hey, get these orders in, and everything will be good. Everyone else comes second.
Yeah.
Don't make us come back in another way. That's all we're saying.
And I think that another thing with that is that companies are realizing that they can make more money if they sell their products at a loss, even sometimes, and then get you to buy everything else.
I mean, that's the whole video game market.
Yeah, exactly. PlayStation and Microsoft are both selling their consoles at a loss, but they're not hurting for money because you get Game Pass, you get everything else, and Apple is the same way. You get Apple
PlayStation
Music,
Now,
you get
PlayStation.
yeah,
whatever it's called.
Hey, there'll be a new subscription service this year. If you want your AirPods to work, it's gonna be $5.99 a month.
Yeah, but with Apple, yeah, they have been moving more like, hey, here's our subscription services, Apple One Bundle or whatever that is, or whatever it's called. They have been like trying to use that as a way to help increase revenues and all that.
And then they brought the MagSafe charging in last year, so they get you there. And then you buy a charger. You have to buy the brick if you want the new fast charging on the new phone. They're making their money in other ways.
Yeah. But if anything we know with Apple is that nothing sells at a loss.
Oh yeah.
They're getting their profits somewhere.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. How about your MagSafe charger?
I mean,
did you get it?
I
Is it
have
out?
just one.
Do you have the official one?
Yeah. Yeah, I have one, and I mean, it works.
You get that sweet extra charge or whatever the fast charge is with the MagSafe?
It does, but it's nothing like wildly like amazing or anything. It's like it's nice that you can have a faster charging with wireless, but it's like,
guys, guess
it's
what?
still 15 watts.
Magnets.
I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Like I feel like it's still not. The accessory market for MagSafe is still really small.
Way messed up. It's so like is it on them? Is it on Apple because of it?
I think it is because it's going through their whole made for MagSafe certification process, and that's like it's annoying. It's cumbersome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what we were gonna get into as a our Apple person right now. With a lot of research, I have decided that my next phone is going to be the Pro Max, the 13.
Okay.
And I just wanted to know what I should realistically be expecting.
So
sad. Well, I mean, if you guys know about this, if you watch the other episodes of the pod, I started looking for another phone. So I started doing a lot of research. And there was no Note. Obviously, there's no Note 30.
Right.
And the Note is my phone.
Samsung phone.
Yeah, the Note's always been the phone that I wanted or that I got from Samsung. And I have the 20 right now.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't really.
What do you hate about it or not like about
He's
it?
a pen lover.
I like the pen, but also it just, for me at this point in my life, it just feels like I've had the same phone since the Note 9.
Not a lot of big differences between
yeah,
each
like
model.
the OS is always the same, and that phone got the new OS, so it's just been like the same thing, and it's just like it just feels stale, right?
Okay.
And so I started doing some research, and I was like, oh, I'll just get the new Note or the Note 20 from last year because it was on sale. And then I started doing a little more research and stuff like that, and I was like, I'm just gonna try it. Like I watched a lot of videos about iOS 15. And a lot of the stuff that I didn't like about Apple, they finally put in the in iOS 15.
Which
so,
it happens. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like,
We got widgets.
Yeah, widgets. The ability to really customize stuff like your icons and stuff like that with iOS 15 now.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, software-wise, this is probably the best that I'm gonna. For me personally, wanting to upgrade, this is the best time to do it. Or not upgrade, but switch OSs.
Probably as an Android to iPhone, it is probably the best time.
So I was just like, I'm just going to make the move. Like I said, it feels like I've had the same phone now for like 5 years. So I decided that I wanted to try something new. And I got the Beat Studio Buds. Okay. I just got those. So I have an Apple headphone already. So it's not going to be like a big move there. I primarily use wireless charging, so it's not like a big deal on that front. So I was like, I'm not really huge in the Samsung ecosystem. It's not really a thing. It's just a phone for me at this point. So I'm just gonna try it out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's I be that as it may, that I am a really big. I do buy a lot of Apple stuff. Like I have over time I've gotten iPhones,
Sorry, everybody.
Apple Watches.
Yeah.
I have an iPad Pro.
He bought a car that had like Apple Play early. Is it this car or the last car? You haven't had Apple Play yet?
I never had a car come with Apple CarPlay. I did recently put a stereo in that does have CarPlay, but I don't have any Macs or MacBooks though. That's the thing.
Because he's a real PC master.
I'm too much into my PC. Gaming's gonna be best on PC at least now. Maybe who knows what happens when the Steam Deck comes out.
Yeah,
you never know. But I am still more of the mind that I want people to get the phone that's gonna work best for them. with the strides that Apple has made with iOS 15, or like now up to iOS 15 coming soon, they have made a lot of changes that make it much easier for former Android users to feel comfortable using iOS. Picture in picture. Being able to use your phone while you're receiving a phone call. It took.
That's new.
That's like what? Maybe iOS 13 or 14. I forget which one.
I remember like
I know.
Verizon like advertising that like for regular phones, like you could be on the phone and on the internet at the
I
same
mean like
time.
not so much the internet connection, more of when you're using your phone. Say you're browsing the internet and you get a call. Before, you would get a full screen that says, "Hey, someone is calling. Would you like to accept or reject?"
A full screen?
A full screen thing. And you could not do anything else but accept or reject that call until it went away or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how it is
like
when you get a call on your home screen right now, or when the phone's locked. Then it's like the whole screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just like
God,
it doesn't just come down from the top.
Since the 3G, so this is wild.
Yeah. So it took up until like very recently in phone years to finally say, "Oh, hey, instead of that, what if we have just a pop-up notification at the top of the screen and say, "Hey, someone's calling. Do you want to accept or reject, or slide it away and maybe think about it for a sec?"
Oh my god.
Maybe you don't want to silence it or automatically send it a voicemail. And it's like, yeah, that. It took you a while, Apple, but you got it.
On this, it's on the outside.
Oh,
I could
yeah.
pick up the phone man. Whew.
Yeah.
The only
Good luck.
Yeah.
outside peripheral that I was really even interested in getting was the this year's, not the new one, because I'm broke. This year's iPad Air, the one that's that starts at $350, something like that.
Okay.
The lowest model. Just because I'm a journalist, right? That's my major and everything. So it's like every laptop that I get just feels too big to be mobile.
Okay, yeah.
And having the iPad would really help
a lot
that.
of people really like the iPad Air. It's
Yeah,
a really
and it would
popular
be
model.
connected. So that's the only kind of peripheral that I was thinking about adding with it, obviously with time. But that's really it. The iWatch, I don't even know if I would use the watch.
So you're really trying to step into the iOS.
I'm gonna ask them how long I have to return it. And if I absolutely hate it, then I will at that point. But if I don't, then
is that
no,
iPad
I'm not
Air
gonna.
or is that a Mac Air?
No, it's the iPad Air.
Oh
It's
yeah, no,
the-
you're gonna.
just the
I
tablet.
think you'll fall in love with it.
No, the tablet. Yeah, I'm saying the phone.
Oh, okay.
I'm obviously gonna get the phone first, and if I don't hate it, then
So you're gonna
down
save
the
enough money
line.
for the restocking fee.
Yeah, for sure. That's not a.
What is that? 30
Yeah,
bucks?
yeah, exactly. So, as long as I don't hate it, I don't think I will. Though I've spent about 45 minutes in Best Buy, just going through some stuff.
Yeah.
I like the feel of the Pro because it feels just as big as my phone now. It just feels like more substantial because it's thicker and it's heavier.
Yeah.
So I like that. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna hate it. I might just from day to day use, but if I don't, then I'm gonna probably get the iPad Air with that and just go from there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, what you said about the phones, like, yeah, they're substantial. Like, you could hurt a person if if you swing that phone at them. Yeah, they're
exactly.
like the stainless steel and everything. Yeah, yeah, and try it out, see how you like it, and kind of go from there. Honestly, though, even if you don't like the iPhone, I would still make an argument to say like try the iPad because it's great because it's kind of unfortunate that if you're getting a tablet and you want a good experience, you are probably going to want to get an iPad.
Need the iPad. There's
It's
no
absurd.
tablet
The
competition.
Samsung
at this
ones
point.
are overpriced for what they are.
Or they're a Chrome tablet.
One. This one is good for
Yeah.
just like normal stuff. But those iPads, you could really get into
Yeah,
like
exactly.
photo editing and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Like that can be your only computer pretty much at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, they're powerful, they're capable, the battery life is great, the app ecosystem is there.
And now
And they're great just for media consumption because they're so many things work for them it's just great. I mean,
I'll get the Apple Pencil for the iPad, and then I'll have a note.
there you go.
And they'll just call it the Apple Note.
I mean, you have plenty of
Apple
space to
Note
write on
21,
it too. There you go.
right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly, yeah. Like
That's my plan right now, is to do those two things.
Yeah.
With within the next what do we have left in 2021? Like 4 months.
3
Yeah.
months.
So that's my future plans.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, that sounds good.
You guys will be fully updated, believe me, because as soon as he gets his iPhone, I'm gonna
Every
freaking week.
unboxing video.
We usually have Madden Minute.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna have an Apple Minute every week.
I can interject real quick with that.
You got a Madden Minute?
Yeah.
Take 1 minute.
Okay. Okay. My Madden minute this week is that Madden is dead.
Ooh.
This last Thursday, NBA 2K22 has come out,
I didn't see
and
this coming.
it is the collective and the internet. It's not just me saying this; it's the internet. Just go on Twitter, go on YouTube. That it is the best 2K game we've had in 2 generations, and it is actually fun to play. That is a far cry from stuff we've had from 2K since the last one that people talk about as being good was like 16.
Dang.
So that was the second one on the PS4. So like I said, 2 generations at this point. And they really felt like it was from the ground up this time, especially when you consider that current gen and next gen gameplay is the same.
Oh wow!
So it wasn't like they reskinned the first, or it was the same game as last year for current gen, and then the new next gen was the improvements. It's the same gameplay.
I have one question
Yeah.
on this Madden Minute. How's the sweat beads? How's the sweat?
It wasn't a big deal this year, so they didn't talk about it. But
They didn't talk about the sweat. You know what I'm talking about. Every time there's a new thing, they show just a player sweating.
Yeah.
And it's my favorite thing about the sports games.
They made the My Career less of a movie this year and more of an RPG. So it's all open world. It was like that last year, but it's all open world. You go talk to people to progress the story. They had it a city last year, but it just felt so huge that it just took you forever to get anywhere. Mm-hmm. So this year, everything is centralized, and then you can go outside of that, but everything is centralized, and it's just overall fun, and the gameplay is good. Like, they do a great job of mimicking real-life basketball, and simple stuff like in an NBA game, players don't stand still. Mm-hmm. Like, there's always movement, there's always off-ball movement, off-ball screens and stuff like that. And for whatever reason, 2K has never been able to put that in the game. They've never been able to implement stuff going on outside of you having the ball in a meaningful way that you don't have to press. Like, you can call plays and stuff, and obviously they'll run the plays.
Yeah.
But there was a play where I just asked for a screen. I got the screen, passed the ball, and then there was a down screen set that I didn't control that got my player an open shot on the corner. Like, I didn't do any of that.
Really call plays?
Yeah, but I didn't call that play. The CPU did it.
Oh wow.
They set the down
So they
screen.
set you up.
Yeah. So I was the point guard, passed the ball to my center at the top, and then he just went and screened the corner like a real basketball play, and my guy came up. Like, it was beautiful basketball from 2K, and it's just like we have not had that in a 2K game ever.
So, am I changing the segment? Are we changing? Madden is dead. Attention.
Right?
Madden is dead.
Madden is.
And so we have a
deceased.
2K minute. Are we switching to 2K minute next week or what? Or should you want to just keep calling it Madden minute?
We'll
and you'll
just
stay
Madden
calling it
minute.
2K?
Madden minute works with the title.
Okay.
And it might
Because
change.
it's 2 words
Yeah.
that both start with the letter M.
I mean, it could be NBA 2K 2 minutes.
2 minute 2K.
2 minute. I don't know.
There it
We're gonna
is.
work on it. We might keep Madden minute because I like how it rolls off the tongue.
Can I just one last thing about
Yeah.
NBA 2K22? So what's the deal with Jake from State Farm?
Oh yeah. Have you seen Jake from State Farm? He's in the game. I don't know what it is, but I seen the headline. I didn't read it though.
What do you mean?
It's like
The commercial, Jake from State Farm.
So-
that guy in the commercial is in the game, dressed as Jake from State Farm.
And I've seen a couple of videos. One is like they look like just advertisements, like as if you're just talking to Jake from State Farm, and he's like, I forget what exactly they're talking about, but it's just like,
How many teenagers are buying car insurance?
I hope all of them.
Their parents. Let me tell you, their parents are buying it.
Let me tell you, my parents don't buy my car insurance.
Ooh, oh.
Anyways,
But
No, I want to answer his point. So in 2K, the whole it's probably in my career, and in my career, the whole point is that you go from college to like an NBA superstar. So with that, you star in commercials. You star in commercials while they're being commercialized to you as you're playing the game, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm in a commercial," but really, you're the commercial. But yeah, exactly. But that's probably what it was. It's like a cutscene where you're filming a commercial, and it's like the Jake from State Farm commercial. And like last year, there was one with Beats, and at least the one with Beats last year was good because you could totally ruin it.
oh,
You could totally say the wrong thing. Like they give you, it's like real life where it's like, oh, they give you a cue card before, like, oh, you're supposed to say this about this technology, and you have two choices. You can either say that, or you can totally botch it and say the wrong thing. So at least that was good. But other years, it's just like, yeah, here's a commercial that you're starring in. Go buy these beats so you can be like, you're my player.
that's hilarious.
yeah. I think it might be the similar thing because they also have like a. I think you do star in State Farm commercials or something, and then they also have a whole building for like State Farm branded clothing that you can wear. And
Yeah,
buy,
like
and,
there's a whole city. So there's like a mall. So it wouldn't surprise me if they were just like, oh, we need another store. Just put the State Farm merch in there.
Yeah,
Because one of the biggest players in the NBA, Chris Paul, is like the head of State Farm's NBA. Like they have Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers for NFL. So Chris Paul is that with Chris Paul, Damian Lillard are that for the NBA. So there are superstars who have that contract. So it doesn't surprise me that they're like, hey, you're supposed to be an NBA superstar in your my career. Here's a commercial. Here's your State Farm merch.
That's freaking crazy.
that's funny.
So, the big thing of the week. I don't know. Did you watch any of them, or were you gonna be?
I thought we already talked about the big thing of the week.
No, there's another big thing.
I think the last two things were pretty big.
They're both big things, but this is a really big thing. We had the Sony showcase, boys. Sony. Let me tell you. As a summary for me, in 2 years I'll probably buy a PS5 because of watching this.
Okay.
This is the first time. This is what, in my opinion, should have been shown a year and a half ago. I understand pandemic and no one can make games. I get it. But if the world was perfect, we would have got this 18 months ago because this is exactly what I was like. We don't have. What am I excited about? What am I excited on Xbox? Halo. I'm gonna play Halo on my first generation Xbox One. Why do I gotta have to go buy a new system? Like I know you have your PC. You're gonna be able to play everything on your PC. If not on Steam, then through if you really wanted Xbox Game Pass, you can get Game Pass. So it's like, what are we doing? Now there's a reason. We're finally there. There's a reason. So I don't know how much you guys seen, but I'm gonna just kind of go down the list and see what you guys, if you guys know anything about it. I'm gonna let you know what I feel. So they started off the show. We got Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic remake. This is
I saw a meme about that where it was an Xbox exclusive.
yeah.
And now, ironically, it comes back as a PlayStation.
Well,
exclusive.
when this game where we're buying all the studios, then stuff like this happens. I know that old one is a classic, and I'm very sure that people are going to be really upset when I say this, but I think they're going to have to revamp the gameplay. I think the gameplay at the time when it came out was really good. I don't know if you've seen it. It's very like third person-y, like swinging lightsabers and hitting, but it's not. I think they clashed. They would do clashes, but it was very like RPG, not very fluid. They need to do a real nice battle system.
While we talk about lightsabers,
Sounds about right.
while we talk about lightsabers, there was a game on the Wii called Star Wars: The Clone Wars Duels or something like that.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
it was literally just lightsaber battles. And we've had VR technology for about 4 years now. And I just want to know why that doesn't exist.
I don't know. They don't really
Why does
have
that not
2-player
exist?
sword
Where
games.
you could just like VR a lightsaber. Like that needs to be a thing.
There's
I want to fight my
VR
friends with swords.
lightsaber games, but there's not person versus person ones.
Yeah.
It doesn't. The thing with VR, the reason why that would not feel good is because you won't clash.
Yeah.
That's the part that wouldn't feel good when you're playing it on.
We have we have haptics. No, that's not a reason. We have haptics.
Yeah, but
You can
would have
make
to have
it-
it would
you
have to
don't-
be on like a stick, like a long stick connected to some type of motor to like when you let you freely swing. I guess like those
all you need
those
is that.
joy. What are those things?
All you need is the PlayStation Move controllers.
No, I mean,
Like,
I understand what you mean, Nathan, because you can have like haptics in the controller and it'll vibrate when you're like clashing or hitting something, whatever. But I think the issue is that unless you have something that's physically stopping you,
Yeah, it won't feel
then
good.
it's not going to feel the best. You're still going to be swinging at the air. And it's like a lot of people want to feel that tension in a lightsaber battle where it's just like you clash and then you're looking at each other from across the blaze.
Wait,
and,
have you
yeah.
have you guys used the PS5 controller
No, but I know.
No.
on a PS5 game?
No, but are you talking? Are you going to
haptic
talk about
feedback?
the?
Yeah, the haptics are great, and the triggers have that same kind of tension you're talking about.
Yeah.
And so a year, 2 years out, if they can put that technology into a VR thing where they can create that tension,
I guess
think
if
it
you're
could work.
pulling it, if the trigger stops.
Yeah.
But I don't.
It's like
the hard
it's like
part
a
with
trigger in a
VR
shooting game. You have to pull it to swing.
But the hard part with VR is that it works best when it's just one-to-one motion. When what you're doing with the controller is what you're doing on the screen. Mm-hmm. So the natural thing people would do if they seen two people, if you had two headsets, right, and you're distance away from each other, and they'd swing, they would just swing at each other without even trying to hit. No, they wouldn't hit buttons. They would just swing. And I can't see it. It could work. I mean, I just can't see it. But even on like the VR games now, you know, it's free moving, but they do a lot of like when Vader attacks you, you know his body language. He does like these big long swings, so you see that he's coming from above or they're gonna come from the side, and that's the only kind of way it works. For you, it feels real time because you're reading the movements.
Yeah.
But the computer is really lagging. Like it's not like fast and fluid. Really, it feels like that because you're trying to analyze so many things at one time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is a VR game, Until You Fall, that's on Steam. You play in VR and you're able to dual wield swords, axes, knives, what have you, and it's kind of like it's first person roguelike. You're going through and you're fighting these enemies. They swing at you, and you're able to block the attacks by angling your weapons at the right way, and it'll block the attacks. And then after that, you're freely able to just attack them. But the thing is, like, you're still just swinging, and you're not like, you know, hitting them. And if you hit something, you're not being stopped from moving. That's the big
Those games,
immersion
yeah,
breaker.
mostly they don't have clashes. It's like a fake clash. Like
Yeah.
there's an animation of them like knocking it back or whatever, but you've already like are thinking about your next move as that animation is going.
Yeah.
But one day, but to me, it would have to be a machine, like a VR machine that you'd step in, where like those would be on the end of poles, and it would restrict your movement because of what's happening. It would have to be way more complicated.
Well,
it would be an at-home thing.
It's interesting because so I think we're kind of moving towards that. I know there's someone that I've seen on YouTube. I believe he started this on TikTok, where he's building his own VR gloves, and it's basically like a force feedback glove. Mm-hmm. So he has these a glove and attached to like these little like they're kind of like lanyard wheels where you pull on the lanyard and then it flies back in. He gets those and glues them to the glove and attaches the end of the string to the fingertips on like little caps. And basically, he has like Arduino controller board on his wrist, and it controls how much you're able to freely move your fingers. So like if you're wanting to grab onto something, the game will if the game supports it, it'll allow you to grab, and then once you have like something in hand, it stops it. Mm-hmm. And then you're able to kind of just feel like, oh, I'm actually holding something in my hand in VR, and it's something that looks like progress is being made for force feedback in VR.
Have you seen that? I don't know if it's real. I just seen a clip of it where like the guy was on like a webcam and like there was this like thing underneath the phone and he touched something on his end and like picked up a ball that was on the other end. It was like whatever the device was like looking at his hand and it mimicked his hand movements on like this block that had like these things that would come up, like these blocks that would come up, and he was moving a ball on one side when he was just on the phone. I don't know if it was real. It could have been like a concept thing for, but you haven't seen anything like that because it's like the opposite. Instead of it's just something reacting when you're not there based off your movements, not constricting you. But
yeah, I mean, so like something like the glove can work on like a body-wide scale. Like it would just involve a lot of those.
Man,
pulleys.
I don't know if I want these motors having control of my body because glove has to just think my finger goes backwards and then my finger is gone.
So at the very least, like it's something. It's not pulling you, it's more of like it stops it. So I mean, as long as you haven't started your fingers all the way back and then you try to pull, you're fine. It's one of those things where as long as things are set to a neutral position, it's not going to hurt you. But when it comes to like arms and legs, that's going to get very tricky because that has a lot of different ways.
We're just
to do
getting
that.
in like these suits.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Basically, we're getting to Ready Player One at some point.
I'm not ready for that shit.
No,
I'm not putting a chip in my head, and I don't think I want to get in a suit.
Nope.
So, I don't know if I'm going to play the remake of Star Wars.
Yeah, because
I don't know.
That's where we started
That's
on
where
this
we
topic.
started off. We tangent. It happens. I don't think I'm going to play that game unless there's they have newer gameplay, like for action. I'll be excited about that. The Project Eve, was that the one? Is that the medieval one? I already forgot.
No, Project Eve is a woman kicking a bunch of ass and these weird looking monsters.
Okay, that one looked good.
Yeah, that was giving me a lot of Bayonetta vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of like combos and monsters with maybe a biblical themes.
This
just
is
attacking
what an
you.
angel looks like, maybe.
Yeah, like this is what a biblically accurate angel looks like, and it's gonna kill you.
And then we had Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I am of course, a fan of Tiny Tina because of her voice actress. That's the only reason I played Horizon Zero Dawn. She
Ashley
also
Birch
does,
is great.
Yeah, because Ash, what you playing?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty amazing. Like she started out from humble beginnings.
Yeah, just doing dumb YouTube videos.
And like just now starting these blockbuster games.
Like she has a real career. It's weird.
She's an actress. I mean, voice actress, TV actress. Yeah, it's incredible. Like good for her.
Who is this?
Ashley Birch.
Yeah, she used to do back in like the mid 2000s. She did these videos called Ash, What You Playing, and it was her. I don't know if it's really her brother and
Yeah,
dad.
they're brother and sister.
They would just make these videos about different games, and they would theme it after different games. It was real at the time. It was like really popular with nerds and early Reddit, like not Reddit now. And she got her brother, I believe, was writing for the Borderlands game.
Borderlands 2, he wrote. Yeah.
And so there was a position for this character, Tiny Tina, and he said, "Hey, come in and audition." She got it, and then after that, she just started to get more work, and then she's the star character of Horizon Zero Dawn and the sequel, and now she's getting this game. So
yeah,
go.
she's been doing a lot of different work too.
Yeah.
Like even there was a VR game. I forget what it was called. But yeah, and then turns out like I was looking at it like, oh, this is a good puzzle game. And then like I come to find out, oh, she's voicing like the one character in this game that's voice acting. Yeah.
So I'm gonna play this. I like Borderlands too. Sometimes I don't finish them. But I like the I like them.
I played a lot of Borderlands 1 and 2, but
I haven't played the third one yet.
The third one I kind of bounced off of, but I mean I don't know if it's because I just probably time related.
Yeah, because those games are a commitment.
They really are.
And then I don't know if you guys seen Forspoken. Lots of shooting stuff with your hands in China or in Asia, in Japan or whatever it is.
Was it? Because it looked more like
Like Iron Man.
No,
No,
it
it's
looked
Magic.
more like
It reminded me of Shadow Complex. I don't know if you ever played that game. But
No.
that's with swords.
yeah, it felt more like London, like the character was from like London or somewhere in
Oh,
England.
was it that?
And then now we're like ancient or alternate Earth, and it was I got more like kingdoms and.
Oh, this isn't the one. Oh,
vibes.
maybe I got this one mixed up. Is it? I got that. Maybe I got that one mixed up because I thought that
Maybe.
was. You're talking about the one with the girl. That's not the one with the girl. Is that what the one you're talking
No,
about?
no. That's for that. The other one is Project Eve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't got that. That one looked good.
Yeah.
Forspoken looks beautiful.
Yeah, it looks
That-
great.
It's like, okay, this is the reason to get a new system, and it's it's a new property. I'm really excited about new properties. Like I'm tired of sequels and prequels and trequels and all these things.
Yeah.
Like that's
Except,
Yeah,
for,
and-
except for the last one.
Whatever.
except the Tiny Tina one.
No, except for the
Oh.
last game they talked about.
What? Okay. What game did I just talk about?
Oh, yeah.
God of War.
Oh, we haven't got there. Don't
That's
spoil
why
it.
I said the last
I
game
didn't
they
know what you were
talked
talking
about.
about. We have the. I'm gonna skip one because I don't care about Rainbow Six Extraction. I don't care.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
fair.
don't care. Who cares? Alan Wake remastered. I sort of play. I own it on Steam,
Likewise.
and I played it for a little bit, and I didn't give it the time. I guess I missed the classic, and I
Likewise.
think this. So this will obviously they're building this because they're gonna keep going with this universe.
Yeah.
So possibly an Alan Wake 2, and this Alan Wake is in the same world as Control.
Yes.
Maybe we get a double game.
Yeah. So it's funny because I played Control because I had recently built a new PC and I really wanted to flex on and
That's
play
as you should.
Control. You know, fully cranked, RTX on and everything, and runs beautifully.
Yeah, that game is so amazing.
And I had a lot of fun with it. And then I find out like I'm
played the
also
DLC?
I'm all playing through it, and it's like, oh wow, this has Alan Wake. And sure enough, like there's it has a it's
yeah, if you
intertwined
don't know,
in the universe.
there's a
that universe of the
DLC.
game.
There's Alan Wake drops through
Yeah.
the game, but there's a whole DLC where Alan Wake is actually narrating parts of the game.
Yeah.
So if they combine that, I love Control. I cannot wait until they come out with another one.
Well-
The power set and all that stuff,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the fighting and everything.
What's interesting is that Remedy Games they recently announced like, hey, so Control's been doing great, and we're really in a position where we want to expand on that universe in some ways, and they've already shown like kind of hinted at a new game that's in kind of like the Control game engine, maybe same kind of powers, but it's going to be more of like maybe a multiplayer.
Oh, that'd be fun.
multiplayer game.
I can see that. That'd be
yeah. So yeah, I'm excited to see more about that.
Did they ever confirm if that TV show video game is part of the same world? Quantum Break. Did you play that one?
I never did, but
That was fun.
Yeah, I do not know.
Because I was like, that could be an event.
I
They
think-
built that machine. It could be an event.
Yeah, it's very possible all of those games are in the same universe.
I don't want to triple. I don't want to Alan Wake, Quantum Break, and Control. That's too much.
It's perfectly fine.
I don't
It's
want the
more than
darkness
enough.
trying to kill me, and I don't and time travel. I can't do all that. That's too much.
That's the best part.
And one of the biggest
Whoa.
announcements of the world.
Hold
I don't know
on,
if you
hold
know
on,
that.
hold on.
Oh, back up.
What if you're going back in time to when the darkness originated? To take it out then.
We're going to use the Quantum Break machine to go back in time to stop the what is it? Not the Foundation.
The oldest house.
The oldest house. We're going to break the oldest house.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
stopping the oldest house.
Because in the future they take over and they can't stop it.
You haven't played the game, so I'm gonna let you slide on what you're talking about because you don't know. But
I don't know,
But what if the oldest house is timeless?
and then we'll find out. Oh man, what if it's like a cabin, but you go inside like in the 1800s, but it's like all futuristic or all wild? Oh
Yeah.
man. Oh, Remedy, we got you. You don't even need to write anymore. You don't even need to write anymore.
Cut
that's
the
what
check.
I'm here for.
So I don't know if you guys have played this game yet. I'm so excited. Grand Theft Auto is finally coming to
Oh,
PS5.
GTA 6?
No, GTA 5.
Oh,
GTA 5 City remastered? No, GTA 5.
oh, that's less exciting.
GTA San Andreas remastered? No, GTA 5.
Well, the unfortunate reality is that I'm probably gonna buy it this time. I mean, it's for the PS5. I got it for free on the PS4. Played it on the Xbox One
I can't
and the
say
Xbox
anything.
360.
I had it on 360,
So-
PS3, PC, Xbox One. I'm playing on PS4.
If they actually do something to it to make it good and not just, hey guys, it's GTA 5 on your PS5 now, I'll probably buy it. But if not, it'll stay at the store. I'm not really tripping about it. I can really go get the PS4 version like right now for free. So unless they make it worth it, that's what I'm gonna do.
When they jumped the PS4, I was excited because I really loved the first person in the car, or the first person mode.
yeah,
That
because
was
you're
really
a psychopath who plays your racing games
I
on
love playing
screen.
first person.
It's
I
weird.
get so mad every time I walk in. I'll play the racing game.
That's how you're supposed to see your
Why
car.
am I looking at the
You
hood
can't
right
see
now?
your car.
I don't need to see the car.
Yeah, you do.
I'm not
That's why
playing
you
for the car.
lose.
I'm not playing for the car.
I mean, sometimes you just want to feel like a speed demon, and you just want to scratch that itch because I mean, you can't do that in real life.
Nope.
Oh.
It's too dangerous.
You're not supposed.
You're not. No.
You're not
my
supposed to do that.
Please don't. Please don't do
Oh.
that.
What have you done?
Race.
Okay, so next one, Ghostwire Tokyo. That's the one I thought was I got that one mixed up with Forsaken,
Yep. Okay.
but I do like Forsaken. But this one looks
Forspoken.
really nice too. Forspoken.
Yeah, that's gonna
You
trip
got
up
it
people.
mixed
For
up
spanking.
and you messed up the
Okay.
name.
Ghostwire Tokyo. Excited. I want to watch it, or I want to play it.
Yeah, it looks really interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see more like Japanese based horror because like
It's creepy
just
looking.
people aren't gonna be used to that.
Yeah.
So it'll be neat to see reactions.
Yeah, it looks
from
fun.
people
I'm like,
playing that.
I don't know what's happening in the gameplay videos, but I'm
Right.
here for it.
I want more single player games, just in my life in
you go.
general.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
how I
they
I play
take-
The Last of Us.
Yeah, a lot of these companies are taking more risk of getting like putting out more single player games,
and I'm here for it.
because instead of chasing that monetized multiplayer
Loot
stuff.
boxes.
Wait,
Yeah.
we're not all making battle royale games.
Please.
Oh, no.
Please stop.
We're not still doing
Please
that.
stop.
No, there's too many. There's been too many failures lately
I should
that
stop.
Thank
they're kind of
God.
scaling it back. So.
These kids' parents could only pay for so many.
Yeah, you can't be a whale on every game.
So this game is a little controversial for some reason. I didn't think it was as controversial when I seen it a few months ago or a month ago. The Guardian of the Galaxy game. We got another look at it. There's some people who are really upset that you only play as Peter Quill. I like the opportunity. I think it's an interesting gameplay mechanic that you're gonna use everybody at one time fighting, kind of like a little army. But everybody's really they can't make you play as everybody. It's be so hard to play as Rocket Raccoon versus Groot. Let's just pick the most normal one and then let those people shine with their cool special attacks and stuff.
Yeah, I totally understand why they did that. Instead of having to focus and create all the move sets and how they play for each character, you focus 100% like you're gonna play as one character, but then you find ways of making interaction between your one character and everyone else.
Yeah.
And that, like, if done very well, I mean, yeah, I feel like that's honestly a good idea.
They definitely could have made it all characters. I just think about the an actual good Transformers game, the last one we had, which was Fall of
Specifically.
Cybertron, where you use like 15 characters.
Oh god.
And you use like Optimus, you use Megatron, you use Bumblebee, like every character you can think of, and you use all of them in different missions in different sections of the game. And they could have definitely done something like that, because I'm sure it'll be a similar type of game to a first person, like a shooter / puzzle game. That's what the Transformers game was.
Yeah.
So they definitely could have. It's just game studios really don't put that kind of time in these days.
I mean,
For a single player.
It's one of those things where I feel like it's a focus of their resources to different things. I feel like if they did want to make it so that each character, you could use each individual character 100%. That would take away from something else that they're working on.
I mean, the game is highly stylized,
It's-
and the environments
yeah.
look really, really nice.
Well, I mean, they cut it off by section, so it's not like you choose what character to use or you can switch back and forth. You would start a mission,
yeah, but I hate
and
that
then
shit. In
you would go
Spider-Man,
through
when I
there.
have to play as Peter,
Well, it's not like that, because you're still a transformer. It's not like you're a human now. You have to like sneak through areas. You're still a
so does
transformer.
Rocket have to go through the ducks?
Yeah, Pretty
Well,
much.
so in the Transformers game, is it that are you playing as one character and there are other characters around you, or is it just you're playing as yourself?
You're one. Yeah, it's like you're one character. There can be other characters, but mostly it's just like enemies, obviously. And so first mission was Optimus, and then next mission after that was Bumblebee, and then so maybe it'd be like 1 or 2 missions per like character, but there would be sections of the game that you would go through as that one character.
Okay, so that's where the main difference is, though, is that with the Transformers game, you're playing as one character and then another character, but they're separated. In this game, it's like you have all 4 characters together. I'm assuming all the time. Maybe there are sections where it's like, oh, you're down a character or 2 during some sections, but if you with this game, if you made it so that you played as each character one character, or you could play as each character 100% of the time, you would have to develop all the different interactions that they have on each character. It would get very complicated. I feel like.
Or you do or you wouldn't have that style. The game wouldn't be that style because they would have copped out and did like a card base or XCOM, where like you can have all the characters they could do. You can play as each one, but it's like a tactics game or something like that. I don't think they would have done it like that.
They could have made it to where the interactions with the other characters are more like generic based, and each character is still like different. So where it's like they interact the same way, but each character is still different. Whereas having like the more specialized interactions with your one character.
Yeah, I mean, like I know it's possible. It's just that it would be a lot of work to make all of that.
Yeah, it's just
work,
I think
enjoyable,
it's gonna be
fun.
the studios like this is the like Marvel probably went to Marvel. Hey, we have this idea.
Yeah.
Where we're gonna cheat. We're gonna just focus on one. And Marvel's like, that's a safe bet.
Yeah,
I know
especially
it's
after
harder.
Avengers, because Avengers did not do very
It's
good.
harder now
Oh my
because
gosh. That is
COVID, because of the Avengers game, and at that point the Transformers games were like, hey, it's a new one every year, like Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, they could
And
do.
that
They
was
had
like
more.
I said, that was back in 2012, so that was almost 10 years ago now.
Yeah,
How could
there you go.
everybody at the same time know that one game is a piece of shit before it comes out? Because no one was excited about Avengers right off Endgame. No one cared.
Okay, I remember like seeing that and just seeing people's reactions about like the reveal for that, and they revealed the way they revealed that game, the way Square Enix did this was so bad. Because it was they were saying like, oh, you know what? Here it is, folks. We're gonna talk about Avengers, and then they spent the majority of the time saying like, you get to play as Iron Man, you get to play as Thor, like naming off each character slowly but surely, and it's like, yes, we know who the Avengers are.
And
We
the
watched
level,
the movies.
If I'm correct, I
for the
haven't
past
played
10
it.
years.
I haven't played it because I'm not gonna play it.
Likewise.
But the level that they showed, from my understanding, isn't even what the levels are in the game.
Oh, really?
Because what I understand is that intro level where it shows like that story beat. It's just one part. Like, there's not a lot of game where you play as Thor. There's not a lot of game where you play as Hulk. You're mostly playing as Cap, Black Widow, I think Iron Man, Hawkeye, and now I think Black Panther, and there's somebody else I'm missing. But it's not as I don't think it's as it looked like a kind of a God of War with each character, but I don't think it's like that. And you're repeating levels a lot to like get more armor and more pieces of your or I don't know, more stats
awful.
or whatever. I don't know. It's just trash. Anyways, I do have one question before we move on from
They
Guardians.
messed up by not making this the Avengers game a story-based game.
Yeah, they should have. I don't understand why you would do it the way they did it. It's a mess, and they're still trying to roll out Spider-Man
To try to make money.
Have they even announced when that's going to happen? Because
They posted a new timeline, and he's on the end of it.
PlayStation only. Though.
Yeah, no one cares.
Oh my god.
PlayStation people don't even care. So for Guardians of the Galaxy, the one question I have: are the characters too close to the movies or too far away, and should they be closer or farther away? Because this is obviously it's not the MCU.
Yeah. I mean,
It's MCU-esque.
yeah, I feel like Avengers suffered from like how different they looked.
Or were they're forcing weird changes? Because then they have character models, and then everybody's seen them, and then they changed them all.
I don't know if they actually changed them. They just didn't. They just didn't look good.
They're just so mediocre.
Yeah, like I don't like the hair really bugged me, like with how that looked, and yeah, it was just like it's that meme like mom, can I buy the Avengers? We got Avengers at home. Avengers at home.
I feel like they messed up. They should have either went full in, where it's like these are totally different characters, or they should have just tried to make them as legally close to the MCU characters as possible.
Yeah.
And by not doing either of those things, nobody liked what they did.
Nobody was happy. Yeah.
And I don't know what their Guardians fall in that. It's highly, like I said, it's highly stylized. It's its own looking thing. But it is, like they did some things, like I think Gamora's blue instead of green, I think.
No,
Or
she's
is she
green. She just
Oh.
has like I think she has some styling from her comic book portrayals. Like I think it's like some parts of her face are a different color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So do you think they should have went wilder or closer to MCU? Because I mean,
Wilder.
the MCU stuff looks great for Guardians. That's the
Wilder.
most explosively colorful lane.
I don't know. I'm not with how they showed off Guardians. I think it looks okay. You know, I'm not complaining like I was or I didn't
Like
I didn't
I hate the
recoil
Avengers.
from like how they showed Avengers. It's just like Captain America looks like he put that suit together.
Did what's his name have
Like
like
from, like-
stringy, like really weird stringy hair for Thor?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what bugged me. I was like why does this look bad? Y'all been like these are on like I mean maybe the current like the PS4 and Xbox One were a little long in the tooth, but
God of War was on PS4,
okay,
and
yeah,
that
there you
beard
go.
was spectacular.
Well, there you go. Yeah, then it's just I don't know.
You have
what
an opinion
was
about
wrong
Okay, that's fine if you don't have an opinion. I'm good with that. We have Blood Hunt. I don't care.
with that. Yeah,
Don't-
I mean, I never played the Vampire
I don't-
the Masquerade games.
Yeah, I don't. And it's like some type of weird multiplayer game. I'm not here for it.
Were the past games multiplayer?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know.
Once again, like
didn't
multiplayer
look good.
PvE. There's so many PvE games.
Okay, I'm
Man.
gonna speed through.
Okay.
Deathloop was shown again.
Of
This trailer I was actually happy with.
Yeah.
What they've been showing is weird with Deathloop, but this trailer was like, okay, I see what's going on. This feels good.
It shows like more gameplay. I'm guessing.
And I was just like they kept like, oh, keeps
also-
looping. Cool.
Yeah, it also looked like they showed a lot more story
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
And I appreciated that. I'm like, I don't understand what we're doing. Why are we killing these people? So that looked better.
Okay.
We have that weird musical exhibit thing. I don't understand what's that with there's that band. I don't know what that was.
yeah, Radiohead.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, okay.
They had that Breath of the Wild looking thing where you take over animals.
no, that was Breath of the Wild plus Super Mario Galaxy or Super Mario
possessing,
Odyssey.
but where everyone's friendly. I guess I don't know.
I mean, it looks cute.
We'll-
It looks
we'll
cute.
see.
It looks good. Maybe.
I haven't made an opinion about it yet.
Yeah.
It's whatever. It could be cool.
It looks like a chill game.
We have Uncharted. Who cares?
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
back in
I
PC
agree.
form.
Please stop showing me Uncharted. They gave me 1, 2, and 3 for free, and I won't play them.
You know what though? So it is coming to PC though, right?
Yeah, that's the
So
big
I
part.
mean, who knows? I'm more interested to see what people do with that.
Oh, man.
mods and everything. Oh,
That's gonna be
fun.
crazy.
Okay, one of the big surprises, which I was like, this isn't true. When I was watching, I was like, is that Wolverine? Look at those bloody fucking knuckles. I think that's
Yeah.
Wolverine, and it was Wolverine, and I was like, I cannot wait
I hope it's
because
a.
Insomniac is doing it.
I hope. Oh, that's God of. No, that's not God of War. That's
Insomniac
the.
is like Ratchet and Clank.
I was gonna say. I hope it is bloody.
I can't remember.
It is violent, and it
has to
is
be. He's a
incredible.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like they are going. They did say we're gonna go with a more mature.
Yeah,
tone.
they need to because that would be a great game.
The buzz
Just
about
kill. I hope you can specialize how you. I'd love to just like
I can't wait.
Wolverine
I'm
someone in the
excited.
face.
I know we used to have a lot of Wolverine games, so it's not a new thing. Like back in the 2000s, we had a lot of Wolverine games, but this one, Insomniac does great work. So I'm just like,
Okay,
let's do it.
hear me out. That God of War kill when he brings the axe over his shoulder into his face and then he splits him.
Yeah.
That with Wolverine.
Yeah, that'd
There
be
you go.
perfect. it's just I'm just glad that we're letting loose with some of these Marvel titles.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing there's a whole story arc where he's like up in Canada in this big city or something like that, and I guess that's where this might be set. So that's probably going to explain why there's not other X-Men, and we'll probably see Sabretooth.
Oh
show
yeah,
up,
yeah.
or-
I would not. I'd be surprised if we didn't.
Gran Turismo 7, don't care, but I know
Yeah.
a lot of people are excited. I know.
I mean, it's interesting to see. Like, it's been a while. Since,
looks good, though.
Yeah, it's been. Has it been a while since they last released a
Yeah,
Gran Turismo?
I think it has.
Yeah.
I think this one's been delayed a bunch of times.
yeah, you're
It
right.
looked good. I mean, it looked good. It looked like real cars. I
Yeah.
think that's what you're supposed to do.
I mean, I'm more of like I'm waiting for Forza Horizon 5 to be released on Game Pass. And then
Forza
I'll get that.
Horizon 1 for me, when I seen their DLC like a few years ago when they did the Hot Wheels one, I was like, Jesus Christ, that's great. Like, oh my God, that's just perfect.
The
And
last
then-
Gran Turismo was in 2017. Before that, 2013.
Oh, damn.
Before
Wow.
that, 2010.
Oh, okay, so it's been a while.
So this decade,
That's
we've
okay
had
now.
2 Gran Turismo games this decade.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ. Okay, so as spoiler alert, Spider-Man 2. As the trailer was playing, I was like, Kraven the Hunter. Kraven the Hunter. Is Kraven gonna come out of this darkness? And then we get like comic book accurate, beautiful, like white fucking blur lines, whatever you want to say, for fucking Venom. And it was just a beautiful Venom. Just a real
Yeah.
90s Venom. And I was just like, I can't believe this.
I'm glad. I really didn't really feel like the enemies in Spider-Man were all that great. In the first one.
game?
Yeah, I feel like once you took the demons out, I just
Yeah,
wondered
'cause
why I was
the
playing
DLC
the game.
for Hammer. He was like, oh. I guess that's the one thing they would need to work on is actually like it's like a different coat of paint on the different enemies. It's kind of like Batman. Like you got Joker's goons, you got Penguin's goons.
Yeah.
Are those the iron? Those things? Are those Doc Ock's? those the arms that Peter had. Are those Doc Ock's
Yeah,
arms or
probably.
no?
I would assume
I thought
so.
that was Iron Spider.
All right, so is there because the Iron Man in that world give him those?
Iron Spider is a suit, and
Yeah, I mean,
My-
in
This
the,
is
in
like
the,
the
Spider-Man.
official part of the story, not just the skin, like that one.
oh,
So
no
I was
idea.
like, are these
I have
a
no
mod
clue.
off of Doctor Octopus's ones?
they might be because Peter was in that lab and blah blah blah.
So, do you think there's going to be missions where both Spider-Man are together, or do you think it's just going to be one on one?
that'd be pretty sick.
Because they were showing dual fighting.
There was we're talking about Miles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was moments in Miles. Oh, you haven't played it.
But go ahead.
Okay, so there was moments in Miles where, moment singular, where you were fighting alongside Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
You were Miles, so you weren't doing a great job.
Was he good?
No,
Was he as good as like if I was playing as Spider-Man?
no, not at all. They were both getting their ass kicked. I'm not gonna lie. It was Rhino, and Rhino almost. Spoiler alert. Okay, Rhino almost kills Peter Parker.
Come on, we knew that wasn't going to happen.
And that's how Miles gets his powers. Because he's like, I have to save Peter. So he runs in and he gets his little electric powers.
Oh, that's when he
and,
first manifests
yeah.
it.
And then after that, Peter's like, hey, kid, I'm going to take a step back for a while. I'm going to leave the country. And that's how we get Miles Morales.
I mean, near-death experiences really do that to
Yeah.
you.
I mean,
yeah.
If it's not Uncle Ben, it's somebody. I'm pretty excited about that. I just can't explain how excited. I love the original Spider-Man game. It is so good. I mean, I just love Spider-Man games in general, even the bad ones. I really am pretty like even the PS2 or the PS1 like really crappy ones. In the PS2 ones, I love them all. I'm just excited for this,
Yeah.
and I can't wait. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more enemies than Kraven and Venom, so it's just gonna be wild.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't wait. I can't wait. And I now I have to play. I need to play Miles Morales. Yeah, we're going over. It's fine. The last 10 minutes are just gonna be audio only.
Oh.
And then okay, this is what we're gonna end on, and this is God of War Ragnarok moment.
I felt like a lot of people were just disappointed.
What?
Because let me explain. I'm not in this camp.
Okay.
But based on the reactions for Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
God of War 1 was so like groundbreaking and just completely opposite, especially for that franchise,
Mm-hmm.
that people really wanted them to do that again. And it's just like, how can you expect them to completely change the franchise again after how amazing they did it the first time?
That game, have you played it? You haven't played it yet, huh?
No.
Okay, let me tell you that
Gosh.
this game is so good. The fighting mechanics are just so amazing. The animations, everything makes you feel like you just feel the attacks. Even when he's with his chains, but with that axe, and he just like hits people with it, it's so good. There's just so many really gruesome, amazing attacks. He rips people apart, and the gameplay is centered around Kratos. It's not as fast and wild as the PS2 ones are. Yeah. It's very tight. It's almost like chess sometimes.
Yeah,
like you really have to pay attention to your moves and what you're doing and what kind of enemies. And your son's with you, and he has some attacks that sometimes he'll do by himself if he's strong enough, and then you can make him do ones. So it's you're just controlling and there's an AI that's helping, and you're going through all these things. The story is just he's the boy, his mother's died, and they're taking her ashes to the highest peak in the realm. And I won't spoil it, but this
if you haven't played God of War, I don't care what you.
I know it's been a long time. You should have played. I know you don't have a PlayStation.
No, it's fine. Well, I mean, I have a PS4. I just haven't.
You need to play it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
There's plenty of things I need to play for sure.
I don't know. I can't. I don't want to say too much. That I've just really because it's so good.
It. Yeah, you have to.
Okay. It's just really good. I mean, if you watch the trailer, you already heard that he's Loki, and it's just like, what does that even mean? And there's some pushing. There's some things that Kratos is supposed to die for some reason. That
it is foretold.
Yeah, it's foretold, and that the mother knew all this and all this stuff. So it's just the environments are looking great so far. I can't wait to fight Thor, and I can't fucking believe that what's his name's alive. The god of war, the god of war in Midgard. Their god of war is the guy who built the portal. Tyr. Tyr is their god of war, and he's alive.
Wow.
And it's just like in the first game, they talk
isn't
all about him. You learn all of his lore.
Ragnarok.
I didn't know he was gonna be alive. I thought he was dead. They said he was dead.
Did you play the game?
Yeah, I played the game.
The whole point was that he's gonna fight the. He's gonna fight somebody, and it's
I thought Ragnarok was just there's gonna be a long ass winter, and then after the winter, Midgard's gonna fall.
No, it's why Midgard falls. There's the winter is part of it, but the World Snake fights somebody. I forget if it's Thor or it's Odin. The World Snake fights Thor, and it destroys the world.
Okay, so do you think we're gonna see Odin? You think we'll get a glimpse of Odin, or do you think Thor was gonna be the big bad?
If Kratos is supposed to die, I hope that you fight Thor and you defeat Thor, and then you have to fight Odin and you lose that fight no matter what you do. I hope that's what happens.
I'm just scared. I don't know what's gonna do. I'm so excited.
I just hope that they'll figure it out.
I'm just really excited. That game is so dense too. Like when you go to a new area, if you don't look in every little nook and cranny, there'll be like literally there's some areas there's like 17 puzzles in one area, and if you're not paying attention, you'll just miss them. You can just run through the game and miss them.
Okay.
It's literally it's top notch PS4 action game. Top notch. Like top tier. I haven't played Last of Us. People are always raving about Last of Us. Spider-Man, God of War. It's just up there, upper echelon.
Okay.
You need to play it. God damn it.
Yeah, I like Last of Us. So yeah, it'd be nice to play another.
So you haven't played Spider-Man either?
Oh, I played it. Yeah.
Okay. Did you beat it?
No.
Oh my god. How far did you get?
I forget.
Every time I always want to replay
like
it, and every time I get to Mary Jane sequences, I want to fucking kill myself.
You know what? I did get to a Mary Jane sequence, and I don't think I got very much farther after that.
It's just like, it's so boring. I hate them so much. I hate sneaking around. I just want to be Spider-Man, and I want to punch people, and I want to hit them off buildings, but not kill them.
What's funny is that I actually got the limited edition PS4 Spider-Man bundle thing, and yet I still have yet to finish Spider-Man.
You're just
But
You
that's
should
just-
be disgusted.
you're 100%
That's my
ridiculous.
life. It's just like there's just so little time.
Yeah, I know. When you have a full-time job and stuff,
Yeah.
it's just, and you have family, it's just hard.
I've been trying to play through Doom 2016 on PC.
Boring. I didn't like it. Do you like it?
I'm liking it so far. It for me. It only gets boring because I'm just someone that really likes to do all the collectibles and the puzzles and whatever.
You're a completionist.
Not fully.
Not to
Like
the
if I
extreme.
if I miss something and I'm just like I've already finished the level, I'm not going to go back. But while I'm there, I might as well try. But yeah, it does get it'll get like oh god, I've been playing this same level for over an hour because I keep looking for all these things. But otherwise, I'm enjoying it.
The format, when I played it, it was like go into a room, kill all the people, go to the next room, kill all the people.
It kind of is.
I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
It really is that, but it does get more intense. Like you do get a more of a challenge, so that you do have to be like really quick on your feet to survive and go through the.
Maybe I
go
gotta
through
give
the
it
game.
another chance. And I
Yeah.
tried the Doom 2, but then I was like, oh, go in the room, kill all the people, and then terrain. Then go in the
yeah.
room, kill all the people, and then do weird terrain stuff. I was just like, but it looks so cool, and the Ancient Gods and the New Gods DLC looks cool. So
Okay.
remember, I'll have to try it.
Yeah. I'll probably finish Doom 2016 and then play Doom Eternal. But who knows with the holiday season coming up, with
Yeah.
what other games comes out. I mean, I'm excited for Battlefield 2042. I'm excited for Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite for sure.
Oh, we're yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna make Eric
I don't know.
uncomfortable.
I think I'm done for the year.
Shoot.
I'm gonna make Eric real uncomfortable because I always ask him this question whenever I see him, and he never has the right answer. Have you finished Hollow Knight yet?
Shut up.
One of the greatest fucking
Have
indie
you
games
finished
ever.
Space Jam yet?
No, we're not talking about Space Jam. That means he's leaving. So, have you finished Hollow Knight?
Not yet.
Did you make it to White Castle at least? Have you made it to White?
I have not.
Okay, we'll talk about this another time.
Yeah.
Well,
One day.
one day. Okay, this has been some nerd stuff. By this time, you guys can't see us anymore because the video's probably quit because it only goes for an hour. We're working on it. Well, I want to thank you for watching. Hopefully, making it this far. Like, subscribe. I'm Nathan. We have Trey. We have Susie Q. And maybe we'll return. We'll see what happens. He's busy, like he just said. He has a lot of games to get through. He's a very busy man. We'll see you next week. Bye.